Good morning there. This is Roy Murry from his Readers and Leaders. I'm getting a handle on this going live. I like doing it this way. I got screwed up going with promoting or putting up a schedule. My OBS decoder, I'm trying things. But in any case, I'm here. And I have a book review for you. I wanted to do a conversation. I am live. If there's anybody out there, pop up. I'm about an hour, no, about 48 minutes late. However, the book I'm talking about, and it's a conversation that's going on in Washington. And Donald Trump brought it up when he ran for president to drain the swamp. Well, that's gone way back to Reagan and even Nancy Pelosi when she ran for her position and got into Washington. She wanted to drain the swamp as a freshman. Rand Paul also. A lot of people are going to drain the swamp. Well, I'm afraid the swamp is embedded and the deep state is there. How they're going to get rid of it? It's incredible how they could do something like that. In any case, Ken Buck's book, "Drain the Swamp," was a very good read. I learned something. I learned something from that, and also from. Let me move back here. From the deep state, which gives a little more, well, talks about below Congress. Mr. Buck talks about in Congress, where he has to pay $400,000 to get a seat on any particular prime committee, let's say the finance committee or the budget committee. And where's he got to get the money? He's got to get it from lobbyists. And, and we know what they want. A lobbyist wants something back in return. It's tough, but it's there. The only way to get rid of it would be to legislate it. I don't think that these congressmen are going to cut off their hands. They got it out. They plan on staying there for years. It's a profession these days. It's not to go in there, help, and get out. I forget about the Roman person who was a general and he went to war, became a general, and then went back home to his farm. That's not happening in Washington. The people in Washington are there to stay. Look at Pelosi's been there for years. Another item that Mr. Buck, Congressman Buck, brings up is term limits. We have to have term limits. And the only way we can get term limits and a budget that is balanced, because they don't, according to Buck, they don't want to balance the budget. And here's something that I'm going to read from Mike Logan's book, The Deep State, which is apropos. As long as appropriation bills get passed on time, promotion lists get confirmed, black, i.e., secret budgets get rubber stamped, special tax subsidies for certain corporations are approved without controversy, as long as too many awkward questions are not asked. We don't ask them. We expect our politicians, the people we vote, that say one thing when they want to vote and do something else in Congress, and one of his is making it a profession, not doing something. And to end is said, as long as too many awkward questions are not asked, the gears of the hybrid state will mesh noiselessly. They'll just continue. Nothing will be done about them. It's an overall. Trump comes in. He says he's going to clean up the swamp, but the deep state's embedded. They're running the country. Trump's not running the country. And one of the reasons that build up more the deep state or the administrative state or the swamp, well, the congressmen are part of the swamp too, but we're executive orders. Now, Obama did his executive orders, and his two administrations from beginning to end, he had 1.7 million people were working for government, the federal government. Now, he leaves office and 2.1 million people are working for government. What happened? The deep state and Congress let them get away with it. So you've got organizations, the NSA, the FBI, the CIA, the EPA, the health department, whatever, all the agencies got bigger because they put in for more money, saying they need to do this, they need to do that. Well, I'd like to shrink that. Trump did some shrinking. He cut up a lot of Obama's executive orders, and that seemed to turn around the economy. And well, another thing that Buck brings up in his book is that as a freshman, he was president of the freshman class. He was told he was wined and dined. They did everything with him. And he was told, listen, don't vote. Don't vote anything against administrative rules. Leave that to us. You're learning. Don't vote against it. And don't cross us. You cross us, you're in trouble. And Mr. Buck got himself in trouble. He brings up one of the things on the endangered species. He went checking in that, and it's something we should. They just keep on getting money for something that we don't need. Okay, they've got them, but they use their power to slow down everything. I think Trump, I don't know, I'll have to check into that. I think Trump cut up one of those things. I want to do something here. I'm going to say, I'm here. I am here. I am here. Where are you? Oh, I'm good. I'm enjoying this. This is something different for me. So I'll be 72 in a couple of days, and where are you? Well, back to my little dissertation, or very enlightening. It kind of meshes with the book I read, The Deep State. Now, down in the descriptions, you can go to my store, my Amazon store, and find the books. And you can go to the blog and read the written reviews. I've written reviews on both of these books. What else can I say? Endangered species. Okay, I talked about the end, the deep state. We talked about executive orders. What questions are out there? Do we have anybody that's got a question? I don't see anybody. This is I next time I'm going to do live, but I am not going to go through the I'm going to come this way. Okay? And this way I'll set the time that I'm coming and I'm going to come through this way. Not through the scheduling. It didn't seem to work unless I get my OSB system set up. I don't know what to do with that. I think you're supposed to copy something, put it over here. I'll get the education. But this coming Saturday, I will do my review on what was it? Intelligence in the Society. That's going to be fun. I hope somebody shows up for this. That one, no, only one person showed up, and I guess that one person is not going to ask any questions. I'll ask questions. Who is in the deep state? Hey, major administrators of all the agencies. We saw what happened with the FBI just recently and the DOJ and what happened in the last year and a half. It was horrendous. They hated Trump and they went after him. Well, it didn't work out in their favor, the deep state's favor, or the swamp's favor. It worked out to Trump's favor, and hopefully to ours. And even now, I'm not going to get into that. I'll get into that, the other subject that I was just going to bring up in intelligence and society. An excellent book. I'm halfway through it. I'll be finished by Saturday morning. If not, I'm pretty well into what's going on there, and I'll do a book review up to that point. Well, again, here it is, my third live. This one was screwed up because of me. I got stuck in technical stuff that I didn't understand. And before the show, or this is entertainment, so to speak, it's one of my longest book review videos. But I like it better. The screen seems to be better than going through screencast. The only problem I got is the shadows on my eyes, or the reflections. I went through a class on that, and there's nothing I can do about it with this camera on my web. I have to get a separate camera to get this done. Hopefully, if I get that money from the government, I'll go ahead and I'll get a separate camera, hook it up, and like my microphone that works so well, I'll get the camera and I'll have set it up without this light of the screen. Well, it's the screen of my my whatchamacallit, my laptop. Well, to sum things up, I screwed up. I'm going on 72, so I'm allowed, I guess. Doctor called me today. Everything's fine. I'm doing better than most. Unfortunately, a lot of our compatriots, Americans, U.S. citizens, and citizens around the world, this is humanity. They died because of this virus. Who's at fault? Really, I want to get on. I'll get on with my life. I'll forget it. Well, most people have a brain of a gnat. That's G N-A-T. I heard that one a while back and looked it up. It's fun. That's funny. Yes, Americans don't stick around for 15 minutes, never mind an hour. I do follow some people in an hour, but it seems the people that run a video for 20 minutes and less get more likes. I've done very well with getting over my 100 subscribers, and I think I had 342 people shared my videos last month. That's fantastic. And I got a lot of views. So I want to thank them, those people. And I want to thank you if you like this and you follow me. I mean, subscribe. Please, I need subscribers. I need to get to 1,000. Then I can get new camera and whatever and get this done. So here's Roy Murry, author Roy Murry. Remember Roy Murray? I told you that in previous videos. He was a criminal. I'm author Roy Murry, and that's Murry because Murray, Roy, Murray is another author. What I want to say and to end this is that listen, I am a very eclectic reader. I read from one spectrum to the other, one genre to another. I'm on a uh, a scholarly book now on philosophy and psychology. I do one of those every once in a while, but I'm into romance. My next book is going to be a legal thriller. That's what I need. Let's see. I've done mysteries, romance, mysteries, thrillers, fantasy, fiction, science fiction. I haven't read a science fiction in a while. I might go back to that. I can review a gentleman who really, I could do that. And I will. So check out the other videos in my thing. Come on the channel, Author Roy Murry, Murry, and subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you, alligator. Bye.